6 has Neil Caldulis beside him. That's the front row. Bryce Bayfield inside the second row. Go there racing. Pacey versus Caldulis off the front row. Braden Pacey holds the line as they head towards the western corner for the very first time. Braden Pacey down on the inside. Neil Caldulis wants to continue the battle up high. Bryce Bayfield has got himself through into position number 3. Robert Trapp right behind him as one lap is down. The little engagement at the front of the field is not over by a long way. Have a look at the two of them go. Neil Caldulis high on the racetrack. The thing hits the rut, bounces in the air, but he holds on to the race lead. Braden Pacey in 2, back then to Bryce Bayfield in 3. Robert Trapp would be the next one, followed by the 51 car of Dan Cook. That's coming up on some of the slower vehicles. Bounces at it through turn 1. Here comes Braden Pacey once again. Tucks it up underneath. Got some lap traffic in front of him. The two of the lead cars side by side again down the main straightaway. Lap cars, of course, just have to hold their line. They don't have to move out of the way. Braden Pacey to the outside going down the back chute. Neil Caldulis, Bryce Bayfield and Robert Trapp. They're the front 4 cars mixing it up in the first lot of lap traffic as they go down the main straightaway one more time. And Bryce Bayfield has muscled his way into position number 2. Neil Caldulis left up high on the racetrack, goes back to 3. Robert Trapp would be the next one, and then Dan Cook around the outside. Bryce Bayfield versus Braden Pacey under the control tower. Bayfield high on the racetrack. Braden Pacey, Neil Caldulis now with Robert Trapp, and back to Dan Cook. Next one through there will be Ian Bell, and they are careering down the main straightaway with a lot of lap traffic in front of them now. Heading down the back straight, Bryce Bayfield moves away from next one as they go under the tower in amongst the lap traffic. The 2 lead cars battling their way through. Can we all get by? He up on the infield but manages to stay out of harm's way. Under the control tower one more time. And car in trouble was the 23 car of Adrian Stott. Lead car heading for the infield. Something's gone amiss with the Bryce Bayfield car. The way up the racetrack in the main straightaway. Go, we're racing Braden Pacey, Robert Trapp, Neil Caldulis, Dan Cook. That's the front 4 as they head down the back straightaway. Around the outside comes Kane Richters. He's gone up into position number 5 at the expense of Ian Bell. Josh Jarius also wants a bit of that action as they've completed one lap after the restart. And as they head down the main straightaway, Robert Trapp's the one on the outside of Braden Pacey. They've got some lap vehicles in front of them again. Robert Trapp to the outside. Pacey tries to fight back on the inside, but they're side by side around the western corner. And Robert Trapp has gone into the race lead. Down the main straightaway, Robert Trapp. Braden Pacey goes back into position number 3 as Neil Caldulis. Dan Cook would be the next one to the western corner, and yellow slows them down as they head towards that Witch's Cap single file past it. Go, we're racing once again. Braden Pacey, Robert Trapp, Neil Caldulis, Dan Cook and Kane Richters. That's the front 5 as Robert Trapp parks up the inside of him. Side by side under the tower they go. So it's Robert Trapp on the inside. Braden Pacey on the outside. Back in position number 3, it's still Neil Caldulis as they head down the main straightaway. Trappy on the inside. Braden Pacey on the outside. Then we've got them side by side arguing about position number 3 as Robert Trapp goes into the race lead. Kane Richters has got himself into 3. Neil Caldulis in 4. Robert Trapp the race leader as they head down the main straightaway. Lap vehicles in front of him again. Robert Trapp, our race leaders, are again very close under the tower. White flag out, one to go. Here comes Braden Pacey up the inside. We're in the final lap, side by side. The lap vehicles in front are going to pay part of the final for this. Side by side on the outside, and he's done it, I think. Robert Trapp, Braden Pacey tried desperately on the inside.